Got a damn good show for you today. Damn good show. You guys ever watch that? Those podcast twins, they start their show off by going, one of the brothers goes, got a good show for you today. Got a damn good show. Those guys are funny. All right. So, I want to start by saying I have surrendered to Jesus. It's true, people. I have surrendered to Jesus. All right? It's not a religious channel. I just want everybody to know I believe in God. And I'm trying to do everything I can to improve everything about me. Anything negative about me, I want to always improve. I want to be the best person that I can possibly be. I want to stop any type of sins that I'm doing. Now, guys, just because we go and we gamble and we have fun playing craps or baccarat or something like that, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, there's only things that are wrong with it is if you are letting money control you, where you put money first. Don't ever put money first. Okay, your family is first. Well, actually, God is first, because without God, you don't have your family. All right, here we go, guys. We're going to go ahead and get started. Now, I got a really good strategy I'm going to show you guys today, so you guys can definitely win some money on this one. We got a $5,000 buy-in. These are our inside numbers right here, okay? Now, we're going to focus on these numbers, but we also can go with 4s and 10s sometimes if we feel that they're ready to pop, you know? So we'll focus right here. We're going to try to not really worry about hedging. However, we can sometimes, if we want, we can hedge a point if we want. So we don't have any rules. And when you see me play it, you'll get a really good understanding of how to mix it up so you can incorporate this when you play it, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get started. We do not have a pass line or a don't pass. We're just betting on some random shooter, okay? Okay, it will start with the 10. All right, now the first thing that we want to do is we want to focus on making sure we understand when these should be hitting statistically, okay? Now, in the long run, you're going to have what I'm teaching you work out. It doesn't mean that the day that you play it, it's going to work out perfectly. But in the long run, you'll have a lot of success playing what I'm about to teach you. So what you want to do is you always know your 5s and 9s hit 1 out of every 9 rolls. And these guys here will hit 1 out of every 7. Each one of these. This will come out 1 out of 9, 1 out of 7, 1 out of 7, 1 out of 9. These guys will be 1 out of 12 on the ends, okay? So what you're going to do is you just hit your 1 out of 12, okay? Like I said, it doesn't mean it won't hit 2 or 3 times out of 12, but in the long run. So what we want to do is these right now are not supposed to be hitting right now because one of them is going to hit most likely. But what we want to do, we want to keep counting the dice and see how many times it's hitting and not hitting. So this is, it hit the second shot. So we've thrown 2 rolls and it hit 1 out of 2 so far. So we're going to eliminate the 8 unless the 8 becomes hot, okay? All right, so there is 2 10s out of 3 shots. So our whole philosophy of what we're doing now is going to take advantage of this situation. Just because you go, see, I got to teach you guys not to play like a robot. You have to start playing where the table tells you what to play. So if you just go and you have a normal thing that you do just over and over and over, some days it's going to work, some days it's not going to work. So you see 2 10s hit. So I'm going to go 200 here on no 10 for the come out. That's what I'm going to do on the come out. Now I can choose to go ahead and just start doing my inside right now because I do have a hedge here in case this is a 7 on the come out, and I can work any of these numbers that I want. Okay, now what I'm going to do is we've thrown, 4 shots so far, 4 shots. I haven't hit a 6, I haven't hit a 5, and I haven't hit a 9. So I'm going to go ahead and work those on the come out, and I'm going to roll. Here we go. Okay, there's an 8 again. All right, so the 8 hit two times out of 5 rolls, basically. Point will be an 8. So we're going to stay on the 5, 6, and 9. And we also know that the 4 hasn't come yet. Okay, there's the 6 right there. So we're going to go ahead and get $35. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come off of my 6. I'm going to rack my profits up. And I'm going to reduce my no 10 to 100 now. And I'm going to go ahead and stay with the 5 and the 9. Okay, there's my 9. All right. Okay, so I'm going to remove my 9, and they're going to pay me $35 for that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just free roll my 5 now, and I'm going to get rid of my no 10. Because my philosophy and my thoughts are, everything I do is like a business. How much I'm putting out, how much I'm bringing in, how much I'm saving any opportunity that I can. So what has happened? We hit the 6 and we hit the 9. How much does that equal? $70. $35 win, $35 win, $70. If I throw the 10, even though statistically I'm probably going to win with the 7, I'm still risking that $100. So why would I want to risk 100 when I already made 70? So by removing that threat, I maintain my $70 profit, and I'm only going to lose 25 if a 7 comes. So no matter what happens, I'm using smart play, and there's the 7, okay? So yes, if I would have left the 10, I would have made another quarter. Instead, I lose a quarter, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so we're going to have a 6 hit now, okay? Now, the 6 just hit, so we're just going to focus. Now, what hasn't hit? We haven't seen a 4. Very few 5s. I don't even think we've seen a 5. Have we? Yeah, we haven't even seen a 5. So I like the 4 and the 5 here, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'll go back on that no 10 for 100, and I'll attack the 4 and the 5. Okay, here we go. There's a 3. Okay, and that's a 7. So I'm going to lose 50 and I'm going to win 50. So I'm just going to come off of the point and redo it. And I'm going to tell the dealer, go ahead and work the come out. I didn't lose any money. 7 again. Dealer, just work the come out again. I break even. There's a 12. Another 12. Back to back 12. Okay, there's our 5 right there on the come out. So we're going to get rewarded for the $35. Okay, and now what I'm going to do, I'm going to come off of my no 10 and off of my 5 that just hit. And what did I do? I'm free roll. I made 35 and I'm investing 25. Even though that this is not the greatest number, if it hits, I get $50 and I'm free rolling it. Okay. Now I am going to still stay focused with my 6, 8, and 9. I'm just going to see what happens. All right, so there's my 8. So I'm going to focus on the 6 and the 9. There's the 6. Okay, so I'll focus on the 9 now. But do I want to bet the 9? No, because I only won $35. And if I put the 25 on the 9 and a 7 comes, I lose 50 and I only won 35. That doesn't make any sense. I would rather have a free roll to try to win $50, and if I lose, I still make $10 profit. Okay, there's a 6. Now, if you felt that the 9 was going to come before the 4, you could switch it and put this on the 9, but I'm going to stay where I'm at. There's a 6. 12. Wow, 3 12s. 5, that's the point. Okay? All right, now I'm going to, in this particular case, I'm going to work the come out. I like to work come outs only when I'm in profit. I made 35. I'm free rolling the 4. How do I know a 4 don't hit on the come out? So I'm going to work it. Okay, a 6 is the point. Okay, so now I really am starting to like this 9. I'm even starting to like the 10. Okay, but I'm still going to stay on the 4. Okay, there's the 9. I knew I liked that 9. Okay, but that's okay. We chose the 4, and we're going to stick with it. There's the 6. Okay, now the only other number that I like is the 10. Okay, so we're going to have to stay with the 4. We're going to work to come out. 5 will be the point. 6. 9 again. Okay. 3. Hard 4. We hit our 4. Okay. $50. That's our bonus. So we made 35, and now we made 50, and now, guys, we have $80 profit. We're going to come off of the 4, and what are we going to do? We just made $80 profit, okay, on that shooter. We're going to take the quarter of our profit and put it on the 10, okay? That's the only number we're betting. There is no other numbers that I like. Okay, there's a 7. All right, so that was a quick waste of $25, but that's okay. All right, here we go. 5 is the point. Okay, I like the 10. I'm immediately go with the 10. There's a 9. A 5, that's the point. So we're going to tell the dealer to work us on the come out. Hard 4. Okay, now that's the second 4 that I've seen in the last 5 rolls. So I'm going to go ahead and lay that 4 for 100. And now if I throw a 7, I actually win a little bit of money. If I throw a 10, I get $50. Now I can also pick up one other number if I want to. And the 6 and 8 have not really been hitting a lot. I'll go with the 6. Okay, I hit the 8. Okay, now when that happens to me and I have a bet and it throws the other one, I always switch it over to the one that hit. I don't know why. It's just that every time I have one of these and the other one hits, the other one just keeps hitting. And it just pisses me off. So we're going to just keep it on the one that hit. There's a 5. A 10. All right. We knew that 10 was coming eventually. $50 win. Okay. Boom. $50. Now I'm coming off of the 10 and I'm coming off of the no 4 because I'm only using my profit. I won more than what's out there. You guys have got to start playing this way if you want to be successful. You're not going to win every single time the way you play, where you just keep randomly putting numbers out there. Okay, there's a 6. The problem is you're playing the way that the casino wants you to play. Okay, so we did end up hitting that 6 before we hit the 8, but we did hit the 8, so we get $35. So it worked out for us either way. Okay, now we're going to come down and we're going to analyze which one of these inside is most likely to hit. So we'll do that by chilling out. And that's what I'm trying to show you, is that the less that you have out there, the less that you play, the more that you're going to be safe. When you keep playing like a robot and just keep playing like your way of playing, you're going to run into serious problems over and over. Okay, so 6s and 8s have been hitting a lot. There's a 9, okay? So right now I'm leaning more towards the 5 and the 4 right now. There's the 4, okay? I'm leaning towards the 5 right now. We're in profit. Let's go ahead and just throw a quarter on that 5. We hit the 4 again, okay? Now, we threw 2 4s out of 3 rolls. Opportunity. No 4, okay? If I throw a 7, I'm going to make a quarter. If I throw the 5, I get 35. Now, I want to give myself a faster way to win so I can remove my no 4. My goal with the no 4 is not to play it the 7 against the 4. That's not my goal. My goal is to use it as a hedge in case the 7 comes. So what I want to do now is I want to expand my ability to win, and I'm going to do that by betting the 6 as well. Okay, here we go. And it's a 6. You see what I'm saying? So now I have $35, and that's huge for me. Why is it huge for me? Because I get to come down on this risk, and I get to come down on the 6, and I'm going to rack all this profit that I have, and I now just go back to free rolling the 5. At this point, unless the table does something different or does something that says, hey, you have an opportunity here. So you guys what I'm doing is I'm sharing my business mind of craps. It's why I'm the #1 craps player in the world. It's just the truth, because the way that my mind works is what makes me very dangerous on a craps table. Because I've been self-employed since I was 17 years old. Since I was 17. I've never had a job with anybody. I've never done anything like that. I've always worked for myself since I was 17, and now I'm in my 50s. Okay, there's a 12. So I have a lot of business experience, which is why I do good with baccarat and craps, because I think of ways that I can beat these guys. Okay? All right. So we're going to be working this on the come out. Why not? It's a 5. It is a 5. Okay? So we're going to get another $35. And now we're coming off of that 5, and we're going to focus on which one of these guys we want to go with. Which one do we want to go with? Okay, it's a 4. Okay, now we're not going to just lay that 4 because a 4 rolled. If another 4 comes, we will. Okay, there's a 7. Okay, we'll be off. Okay, there's another 7. Okay, now that's 2 7s in a row. Okay, now what I'll do, because it was 2 7s in a row, I'm going to go and take a chance here on playing my 6 and 8 at the same time. And I'm going to say, dealer, work this come out. And it's a 6. Okay? Now, the only reason why that I did that was because the 2 7s in a row said, hey, I'll take my chances that this one's going to be a 6 or 8 or come within the next 3 rolls without there being another 7. So it worked out. That was a little bit of a gamble, but it worked out. I was prepared. If it was another 7, I was prepared to go 90 and 90 on the next one. So I'm going to go ahead. I hit the 6, right? So I'll go ahead and come down on that. And what I'll do is I'll leave my 8. I already made 35. This is free roll. Okay, there's a 3. A 9. A 4. Okay. Now, if we see another 4, we'll lay that. A 3. A 7. All right. So we are going to lose this 8. So it's no big deal. We only made $5 on that shooter, but it's okay. We didn't lose. All right. There's that 8 that we just had too. We missed it by 1 roll. All right. So at this point right now, I'm interested in 9s and 10s. Okay. Okay. There's a 7. We don't lose any money because we're not playing like a robot. Another 7. That's 2 7s in a row. Okay. So I'm going to go back to my 6 and 8. And I'm going to say, dealer, go ahead and work my 6, 8. And there's my 8. Okay, that's $35. I'm going to come off of my 8. And I have 0 concerns about whether I win or lose. The worst thing that can happen to me with the shooter is I win $5. And it's a 7, so I win $5. Okay? No big deal. Obviously, you want to hit your 6 so you can make $70. Instead, you made $5. Okay? So here we go. A 4. All right? Okay, we're going to chill. There's that 10 that we wanted. Remember I told you I liked the 10? So we just missed out on the 10. That was going to be our next wager was going to be the 10. So that's okay. All right, there's a 6. So right now I like the 5. Okay, there's another 6. There's a 12. A 4. Okay, now that's the second 4 out of like 6 rolls. Okay, so I'm going to start this off with no 4, and I'm going to work my 5. That's my bet. There's a 6 point. Okay, now what did I tell you before? I like to give myself another opportunity so I can get off, get my $35 and remove this. Okay, here we go. A 2. A 6. That's the point. So we're going to tell the dealer, go ahead and work me. All right, we're going to get picked off for the first time on that 4, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go with 200 on no 4. We lost 100, right? This is going to become 50. My 9 is going to become 50. And my 6, or my 8 is going to become 60. I am going to lose money if a 7 comes. I'm going to lose money if a 7 comes. I'm going to say, dealer, work the come out. It's a 3. We're still working. It's a 9, all right? Now, you know how I lost 100? So what did I have to do? I had to give myself 3 numbers, give myself enough money here, put myself at risk for 1 roll or 2 rolls, so I could get 70% back of the 100% that I lost. I lost $100 on the 4. And now I just won 70. So now I only lost $30. Okay? $30. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 100 and I'm going to give them 30. Okay? So now I only look at it as I'm down $30 with the shooter. Okay? I don't need to have this risk anymore. I just hit the 9, so I'm going to definitely come down on that. I'm going to reduce my 8 to $30, and I'm going to reduce my 5 to a quarter, and I'm going to reduce this dealer to no 4 for 100. That's my bet. If I hit a 5 or an 8, I'm going to have all of the 100 that I lost back. Okay, I hit a 6. Okay, now here's what I do when I see the 6 hit before the 8. I'm going to push it over to the 6. There's a 5. So mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. So I needed 30 more to get that 100 back, and now I got 35. So I'm actually up $5. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and come off of the no 4, and I'm going to choose which one I want to stay on. I'm going to stay on the 6, okay? Now, I'm only up $5, so I know that if I throw the 6, I know if I throw the 7, I'm going to go down a quarter on the shooter. That's not going to hurt me. Okay, and there's a 7, so I'm going to lose $25 total on that shooter. I can live with that. Okay, here we go. 5. Okay, so right now, my favorite choice would be the 6, 8, and the 10. Okay, there's a 6 right there. Okay, so I like the 8, all right? Now, I like the 8, but the 6 just hit. So I'm going to go with the 6. Okay, there's an 11. A 4. Now what I'm doing is I'm looking for another 4 now so I can have a hedge. and we hit the 7 before that happened. So we're going to lose this 30. Okay, going to be off. There's a 5. Okay, I'm going to go right back to that 6. I hit the 8. And there's a 7. Going to lose this 30. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go 100 on no 4 on the come out. Okay, there's a 5. So because I've started losing, I'm going to start incorporating these lays. I can't just keep losing 30, then 25, then 30. I can't keep doing, I cannot allow that. So I got to start saying, okay, let me start getting some hits to get this back. Okay, we'll go, I would go with the 9 right now. Okay, there's an 8. And I'm going to go with the 10. Okay, here we go. 7, all right? So I'm going to break even. Okay? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to tell the dealer to have me off on my 9 and my 10 and just work the no 4 on the come out. Okay, there's a 3, we get another chance. An 8. Okay. Now we're working. A 2, a 3, a 7. Okay, we're going to break even. Okay, I'm going to be off on my 9 and my 10. I'm going to work this only. It's a 5. Okay, now we're working. 6. 7, that's going to be a break even. I'm going to work my no 4 only. An 8 point. A 3. All right, now here's what I'm going to do. I haven't hit a 9 and a 10 in a while. I'm going to bump my 9 up to 50. I'm going to bump my 10 up to 50. And I'm going to go no 4 for 200. Okay, here we go. And there's my 9. There is my 9. I get $70. Now you guys know all the $30, the $35 loss, the $30 loss. Boom, one hit, $70, I got it back. Okay, so I'm gonna take 75 and give them a nickel. And now I'm gonna leave a quarter on my 10 and completely come off of any risk out there because I'm only risking a quarter here for the 10. Okay, there's a 6. Now if I see another 4, I'll lay the 4. 7. All right, so we're going to lose this quarter on the 10. All right, here we go. 5. Okay, I'm going to wait till I see a 4 before I bet that 10. Up, there's the 10. There's the 10. We missed out on the 10. Okay, there's a 9. All right, I definitely like the 6s and 8s here. Okay, I definitely like the 6s and 8s here. Okay, there's a 12. 8, there it is. Okay, $35. All right, we're going to stay on the 8. 8 again. So instead of me putting it on the 6, I like the one that hits. I don't know why that is. I just don't know why that works that way. But it usually does. It's usually when you see one of these numbers, stay with the one that hit. Okay, now I'm going to come down. Why would I not come down? I just won $70 on this shooter. Why would I not come down? Okay. Okay, that's a 3. An 8 again. See? The 8 hits, stay with the 8. 11. 5. That's the point. All right. Right now, I like the 4, and I still like the 10. There's a 9. I like the 4 and the 10. We'll go with the 4. There's a 9. That's the point. All right, go ahead and work me on the come out, dealer. 8. 10. Told you I like that 10. All right, now that 10 is hit 2 times out of like 6 rolls now, okay? If it hits again, we're going to lay it. 10 again, we're going to lay it. We're going to lay that 10. All right, we're going to go 100 on no 10, and now we want to increase our odds of winning so we can hurry up and pull our no 10 down. So let's go with the 6. Even though the 8 is the hot one, we can go with the 6 now because it's been a while since we hit a 6. Okay, there's a 2. 7. Okay, so we're going to lose $5. Okay, we're gonna lose $5. That goes to the casino. We're going to put it back, and we're going to tell the dealer to work us on everything. Okay, there's a 9 point. 7 again. We're going to lose $5. Okay, we're just going to put it back. Dealer, work me on everything. 12. 7. We're going to lose $5. We're going to put it back. Dealer, work me on everything. 6. Okay, so we had lost 3 times in a row to the 7, but we only lost $5 a pop. So that was $15 that we lost, and we just won 35. So we got back all of our money. Okay, we made a $20 profit. We're going to remove our 6. And we're going to remove our no 10, and we're going to go ahead and free roll that 4 because eventually we're probably going to hit it. Okay, there's a 9, a 2, 3, 10. All right, I'm going to go ahead and lay that 10. I'm going to go no 10, and I'm going to bring in the 5. Okay, here we go. 7. We're going to break even. We're going to break even. Dealer, work me on the come out. Hard 10. We're going to lose $100. So we've got to go to work now. We're going to go 200 on the no 10. We're going to go 50 and 50 on the 5 and the 4. Here we go. We hit the 4. 3, 1, 4. And just like that, on one hit, you got your 100 back, okay? Because you got your 100 back, you're going to get away from the no 10 completely, okay? You're going to pull down your 4, pull down your 50 and make it 25, and just go with that. Okay, there's a 10. Okay, that's going to come down. There's another 4. Okay, so we have an opportunity to lay the 10 or the 4. We have an opportunity to lay them. I'll go with the no 10 for 100. That'll allow me to bring in an 8, and we're going to roll here. 4 is the point, I believe. Okay, so a 9, 6. We don't have the 6. We're going to move our 8 over to the 6 now. 6. $35. Coming off. I'm gonna leave my 5 there. I'm gonna remove my no 10. I don't have any risk. I've already made more than what I have out there. 6 again. 9. 6. 3. 7. All right, we're going to lose that quarter. No big deal. All right, here we go. 7. Okay, that is 2 7s in a row. We're going to go with the 6 and the 8. Dealer, go ahead and work me on the come out. 11. 4. I'm going to lay the 4 so I have some protection on my 6 and 8. 7. There's my protection at work. I do lose $10. Dealer, go ahead and work me on the come out. 12. Dealer, keep working me. 5.
5. Work to come out, dealer. 7. I lose $10. Okay, let's go to 60 each. Make that no 4, 200. Work to come out. 5. 5. Okay, I'm gonna go 300 on no 4. Make these guys $90 each because they haven't hit in forever. I'm gonna take a chance, work to come out. 7. Okay, I'm gonna get 150 here. I'm gonna lose $30. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and make these $120 each. Dealer, go ahead and work my come out. 5. 6. Game over, we're cashing out. That's all there is to this game, guys. Okay, we're gonna get $140. We'll take 150, we'll give them 10. Coming completely off of the risk. We started with $5,000. There's your profit right there. Okay, 5,000 up front. We got 100, 200, 300, 400, $420. We never had any risk. We could do that all day long, man. You do that all day long. Guys, give me a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and I'll see you guys on the next one.